Ladies and gentlemen, this is Anderson Cooper. Welcome to Calls from Beyond.
Yes.
Good evening, everybody. I'm so happy to see you all here. Let's move this a little closer.
I know.
Happy Tuesday. Everybody is in the chat. I'm just seeing who's all here. Got a lot of people over on the Black Cauldron side. Got some people over on Truly Bizarre. Yeah. Happy Tuesday, everybody. TikTok's going away.
You know, I really thank you because I feel like at first I was like, oh no. And then I was like,
It's like the boy who cried wolf at this point. You're like, all right, go ahead and do something then.
I mean, I believe that they are.
It seems more real than before.
Yeah, it's because they can't control it. And I get it.
They can't steal our data.
It's not them.
Yeah.
They can do it to us, but nobody else can do it, So it sucks because TikTok is very near and dear to me because that's where I got my start from. Mm-hmm. But TikTok
it's my biggest following.
Yeah, it's mine too. But TikTok does not define the Black Cauldron, and we'll be just fine. I don't bust checks from TikTok.
I kind of have been.
Did you see last month they let all the spooky, cryptid, paranormal people play on the FYP real good?
No, I did not. Maybe that's why I made. Yeah. I made like $1,000 last month.
Let me tell you something. I made $112.
Let's go.
I'm getting out the hood with that.
I think this month I went from 1,000. I made 1,000 in 1 month to now I'm gonna make like 390.
Yeah,
and then next month I'll probably get like 200 from this month.
It comes down to Prime TikTok was 2020, 2021, 2022. Last year was the most I ever made on TikTok.
That's when it became real.
Yes, but I ain't made no money off the app. I think my biggest check this month was $800. So I'm just like,
YouTube clears that in a week now.
No, not even that.
Oh, like 2 days. 2 days, yeah. The rate you've been going, which is what we need to be.
I'm just like, okay,
what we need to be doing. So
yeah, it sucks, and it's gonna I'm going to cry like a relative passed, but I'm not really.
It's like they're still here with us,
right? Yeah. The only thing I will miss though is the community over there is much nicer to me than on YouTube, unfortunately.
Well, I just delete those comments for you.
I know you're so nice. You and Lauren, y'all be in
I just
there.
see them and
Shout
I just
out
go.
To y'all.
Or sometimes what I'll do is I'll reply LOL, then delete it, so they get to see that you said LOL, but then it gets deleted. So they're like, "Where'd it go?"
Because I remember I was going back and forth with this lady named Susan because she said I was going to hell because I'll never forget. Hey Susan, hey girl, hey, and I was just like, she's like, you're gonna be condemned to hell because you practice witchcraft and blah blah blah. And I was going back. I said, Susan, go to hell. Eat a big one and go to hell. And I'm just like, this is whenever I said, I'm not getting back on this app to check comments. Like, I will talk to my members because they're the first people that see it. But
I love reading the comments, especially because the video that's going viral still is the one of Michael Sartain talking about aliens, and they all think it's me. They're like, this fucking channel. This is why this guy shouldn't have a TikTok. I'm like, that's not even me, dude.
It's like, bro, take your.
How expensive are microphones? They're just like they're cheap,
not expensive enough, bro. These
microphones aren't expensive enough.
Yeah. So it sucks, but you know what doesn't suck?
This show.
Yeah. And it's not going anywhere. And neither am I. I've told my TikTok audience, come on over.
I just made that video today.
Yes.
I just did it. I used green screen for the first time on TikTok.
Look at you.
And by the time I'm using it, it's going fucking away. So it doesn't matter.
No, but I've told them to come over to YouTube several times. And they, for the most part, a lot of them have. But I love YouTube because I feel like I built this brick by brick. A lot of people that follow me on YouTube don't follow me on TikTok.
Yeah, I have that too, where it's like two different audiences. But now that we're here, though, I know you have a big announcement. I want to get to that here in a second. But I do want to say, you guys wanted more content out of Calls from Beyond, and so we started ending these shows a little earlier. Mm-hmm. And I put out that new content today, and you guys are liking it. So if you haven't seen it already, on YouTube, we have a mukbang, like reading scary Reddit stories.
And we don't take nothing serious.
No.
And I haven't even seen it yet. That's the craziest part. So I'm going to go watch it
on
my own channel. Yeah. It'll premiere tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Members, it's up for you guys now that are on my channel. But first of all, Taco Bell itself ruined the mukbang.
They didn't bring any sauce.
And I don't know why.
Did Taco Bell ruin it, or did the Uber? Or no? Oh no, it was Damn, it wasn't Uber. It was Taco Bell. Taco Bell messed it up.
She forgot to ask, is there sauce in the bag? You know what? I'm not even going to do that to the net because the net carried that heavy ass brick in here and all of our sodas.
That is the funniest part about the mukbang. Yes. That mukbang, it is comical. It's like a episode of Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
It really is.
Where Mr. Mosby's mom comes and she had like an anchor. She had an anchor in her purse, bro.
Yeah.
She had an anchor in her purse. That's the situation that we ran into.
Speaking of an anchor, shout out to Kamisha for the $1.99 super chat. It says, hey, I'm glad I have y'all on other platforms. We're glad we have you as well. You're a real one. Everybody here watching right now is a real one. We got Christy, we got Alexis, we got Melanie asking if anybody wants to be Duolingo friends. I need to re-download the app.
Oh, I need to get on there too.
Yeah, Alexandria, we got Mari, we got Lauren, Shaman, The Sky, Aces. We got everybody. Nubian Queen, what up?
Yes.
Pear Tata Salad. I know I've seen you before, but that name is so great. I love that name. So if this is your first time watching us on a Tuesday night, this is the Calls From Beyond live show where we take phone calls from you, the audience. And so the show used to be a little bit longer tonight. It's going to be just like last week. Yep. We're going for about 2 hours. We're going to get straight into the calls. So if you look right down below me, there's a phone number right there. Go ahead and start hitting the phone line so we can start filing in those calls. I believe we have a photo from last week of whoever was in the call last week and couldn't make it through. I think we still have their phone numbers. So it's completely free to call in. There's no cost to it now. However, if you are a YouTube member, you do get to skip the line for free. You do just have to put in the chat that you want to use that and with the last 4 of your phone number. But if you are not a YouTube member and you would like to skip the line, it is a $10 super chat either on the Calls From Beyond channel, the Black Culture channel, or the Truly Bizarre channel. Or you can send a $10 cash app to $ Calls From Beyond. But you must include the last 4 of your phone number. I mean, we know a lot, but we don't know.
Yeah. I'm psychic, but I'm not that psychic. No, I'm not a psychic. Please don't tell people that. No, but shout out to all of my patrons. I see y'all in my chat over on my page. Shout out to Ray Alexander, who is back in the chat from last week. Brittany Butler, thank you. See, no TikTok for me. That's what I'm saying. Not everybody even is on the app. It's a dumpster fire right now. At least Black TikTok is in a dumpster fire. But shout out to everybody that is here. Now, one thing that I do want to point out and let everybody on YouTube know is, in which if you watch my shorts, you already know, that the Bali trip is officially sold out. Okay? It is. I did it.
Take your victory lap.
Listen, and
go ahead. We'll zoom out the cameras, go run around.
I wore this shirt for a reason because they dragged the shit out of me on YouTube. Like,
y'all wild for that. Why would you do that?
I mean, they literally, I don't know why. And these people that were talking big shit actually did subscribe to my page. And I'm like, it's just a trip. It's promo. Like, I know somebody's going to want to, go somewhere.
Yep.
But I launched a trip August 6th. And my trip coordinator was like, it may take 10 months for you to fill up 10 spots. Baby.
You had 8 in the first week and a half. Like, people did not want to take you seriously.
It was very weird energy, and it's so crazy because my patrons about a year ago was like, you should do like a group retreat, and I didn't know how to do it. And then, of course, I asked for help, the universe and God, and they brought it right over to me. And I wore my skeleton tarot card shirt. Just
that's you right there. You can see.
For the haters, it's the I don't give a fuck, and it's
I don't give a.
That was me whenever the last spot went yesterday morning. I laughed the most.
Do we have that one?
What?
That sound effect? The way you, as soon as I said it, you went looking for it. I was excited.
No, you dropping bars right now. Just let them know, though.
Yeah.
This is just a little victory lap.
It is.
Like you would see on Instagram, volume up.
Volume up.
Because I literally, I wasn't putting the promo in there. I even gave them a week without me. Or no, it was 2 or 3 weeks because my trip coordinator was like, hey, I've been noticing your videos. You're not saying much of anything about the trip. And I'm like, I'm going to give them a break because every time I say something about that trip, it triggers the people that aren't going or want to go but can't afford to go. And I'm like, I couldn't even afford nothing like this 2 years ago. So it'll come. And I'm planning another one. And I'm
Sheesh.
wondering if I should do it next fall or even early 2026. So we got.
I would say, is it the same amount of people each time?
No. This
Can you do
one
like a bigger or less?
It's usually less.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if you do,
it depends on where you go, like the activity. So I asked Mr. Fresh, which he's here. He's just running an errand. I need my
fresh.
big gulp. But I asked him, Belize, Zimbabwe, because that Zimbabwe mermaid. We will be going to Victoria Falls and playing in the jungle.
playing in the jungle.
They have one for South Africa. They have one for everywhere. I don't know where to go. So maybe
Victoria
I'll put a
Falls
poll.
on Up? Is that from the movie Up?
You know what?
That's
Victoria
what is that called?
Victoria Falls is mermaid land. It's a big ass waterfall surrounded by nothing but jungle and so
Paradise Falls, George.
yes, but
Close.
it looks just like it. I believe that it was probably
inspired from it.
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I should make a poll on my channel for members only to see what you guys think.
I mean,
Speaking of,
Mr. Fresh
have the
walked
Steelers
in the
played
door,
yet this week? How did they do?
and this is the sound effect.
I just got to take it out because I'm
Fresh.
pissed about my. How do you lose? How do you let so many fake false starts not get called on the Chiefs? I'm sorry. We didn't pay the refs enough. But,
You big mad.
but ladies and gentlemen, we got Mr. Fresh in the building carrying Edward 40 hands. No, I'm just playing.
I took my big gulp, and we were already running late, and I'm like, oh no, I don't want to make them wait. So, which you can just hold on. Not Papa Squat. But yeah,
dude.
either
Hop
way,
in.
while we get the logistics and get him settled, thank you so
Yes.
very much to everyone. I put the trip on selling. Y'all really showed out. So I really appreciate y'all. I love y'all down. And if you are going and you have not checked your email, please do. We are having a virtual meet and greet the first week or maybe even the second week of January. So just make sure that you're paying attention to your emails, your Trova Trip app. Download the app. There's a chat in there as well. And yeah, y'all gonna hear my mouth about another trip. This is only the first of many. We were talking about Calls from Beyond possibly hosting a trip.
Hey, yo.
So
Hey, yo.
we outside.
We
okay?
outside. We're not going to jump you.
Come outside with us. We ain't gonna jump you. We just want to have fun and explore some of these places that we talk about so frequently within our content because it is a thing. They have some of the places that I have covered. And someone says South Africa. Listen,
They don't like you.
you. Huh?
They don't like you in South Africa.
Oh my God. They love me. They just don't know it yet.
They're going to boycott the whole trip.
No, because how do you... Okay, so for context purposes, I know some of y'all are not on TikTok.
But none of us will be in a month or so.
Right. So some people don't be knowing what be going on over there. And they be bothered. They be messing with me and picking with me. So for context purposes, whenever that man, which, well, he's going to remain nameless, got elected, some of the South African people decided to tell African Americans do not come to South Africa. And I had to respectfully let them know y'all was never on our bingo card. And
You know, it is on my bingo
Yeah.
card, though. Merch right now. I believe there's a sale going on. And I know y'all don't have everything for Christmas
no.
bought yet.
And I have to get my merch up and running too. I keep telling you.
Yeah. I just need a logo, and then I can get it. We can get Hatton in. What we doing?
I know.
What's the
I
bracket?
swear. You said what?
Nothing?
What you say?
Nothing.
You say we can get a bracket?
He's so West Coast.
Ooh-wee. I think he been hanging out a little too much of me is getting into him.
Say ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Hey,
He was just there. He was just there where George records on Sunday.
yeah.
Oh,
Snoop
well,
Dogg.
and we're just listen. We speak Japanese until you guys call. So make sure if you want to call.
I told y'all I'll hit the lines about 5 minutes ago.
So we're just gonna talk about a couple of things.
Yes.
Did you see? Which I haven't watched the video, but my mama called. I seen her, and she was like, "Did you see that Sloan Bella? What she said about Snoop Dogg? Which it's like he's doing a bunch of stuff because he's about to be the next to go down. Did you see that Jay-Z?
I saw
is in
Jay-Z.
trouble.
He was being outed, but I also saw his reply, but honestly, I don't care. None of them are gonna do anything for me. I got to worry about my money, not Jay-Z or Snoop or.
It's just the fall of a new empire, and it's a shame because they just announced that Blue Ivy is in the new Lion King, and then not even 24 hours before her premiere, her dad gets accused of what he got accused of, which is absolutely disgusting. So.
But what isn't disgusting is we do have callers.
We do have calls.
Here
and watch them call on. I did hear about it. Do we have anybody that we need to reinstate? And
absolutely, we do.
Tina on your chat is going. You get commercials on live. Yes, there are ads that'll run occasionally, and that's what helps us
support the channel.
buy Taco Bell for mukbangs.
Facts. Big facts.
It supports the channel. So
shout out to y'all for not skipping the ads.
Right. Whoever doesn't, I mean, I skip my own ads. I'd be like, let's move past
You know what I do if I'm playing video games, which by the way, new Indiana Jones game came out, and I'm a diehard fan, so I've been playing that when I should be doing other things. I'll let my because I have 2 laptops. I'll let them both run, but from different accounts on like your playlist or a Calls from Beyond playlist or a Truly Bizarre playlist, and then I'm just like, one time I let an hour ad play.
What? Oh
Hey,
yeah,
no,
I had an hour ad too.
I hate those
and
ads.
I
just let it play.
But it's so good because it was a spirituality, meditation, manifestation, like, and I watched.
Oh no, this one was like,
really
I'm going
good.
to teach you how to sell.
No, facts. and it's one of the joints where they be calling you he be calling you a loser. Like, you're a loser because you don't know how to sell.
And then I go, true, Skip. You right? All right.
No, but in all actuality, thank you to everyone who at least watches midway commercials. If not, if you skip them, it's okay because
I totally get it. I may or may not have browsers that do it for me.
Yeah, so I really appreciate.
Hey, did you? I know we about to take our first call, but did you let them know that even though the Bali trip is sold out, we are accumulating a waiting list?
Yes.
Oh, in case somebody drops.
Yes, because things come up. People sometimes have to cancel. We had, I think, 2 cancellations a couple months ago because they couldn't make it. So if you're still interested, make sure you click the link. I'm going to have my assistant.
Submit your information.
Yeah, submit your information, join a wait list, because as soon as, if someone happens to not be able to go, you can slide right into the spot.
Or, I mean, if we get, let's say 10 people on the wait list, then we may have to spin the block a second week in a row and
oh no, poor you guys.
Host y'all again. So you know what I mean? Like,
could you really do that? Can you just do back to back?
Yes.
It'll be like a 1.0, 2.0.
Yes.
What was that one, George? Was that Lauren Larry?
It was Chimes.
That was you. I thought it was because Lauren Larry just became a member for you.
Thank you.
Wow. Are you serious? It came through like that?
Yeah.
I didn't even, I mean, guys.
That sounds like magic, and I love it because I'm magic.
Oh, I keep forgetting. I have this screen right here. I could just look.
Yeah. So I appreciate you, Lauren. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
But yeah, Jay-Z guilty. Listen, we're going to get into it. Let's take these calls.
We're not going to get into it. You know what we're going to do is you're going to watch the 45-minute video she's going to drop.
No, I'm not dealing with them people. I already told you. I will never cover anybody that plays in the astral realm again. I'm cool.
You think he does too?
Absolutely.
Do you know who his wife is?
Yeah. Listen, I remember and this is
if he can get with Jay-Z, I got a chance.
Well, this is way before.
If he can get with Beyonce, then
no. But do you know who Beyonce?
Arranged.
Do you know what Beyonce be having going on?
Listen,
probably like more than I'll ever comprehend.
Like she's whole initiating and some more stuff like
and has been for
and also like a billionaire, so she's just got best of both worlds.
Yeah, so I can waste herbs on you.
Right.
I can waste herbs on you.
Yep. So when I tell you, like, he's absolutely like him. If you're younger than me, but we used to watch MTV Cribs.
Yeah, I watched that.
He went and showed his crib in his basement. He had like a recording studio, and Rick Rubin was down there.
Was in there with the candle,
right? And it was all candles.
It
was black, and then he showed us this big, what is it, that demon thing that looks like a goat with horns.
Yeah,
and he was like, before we make music, we pray to him. Straight out, like, what are you talking about, sir? I must have cut that off.
I've met Rick Rubin twice, and he is just a guy that would say something like that for the gram. For the plot twist, for the Vine. Granted, I'm not saying that it couldn't be that, but also...
I mean, there was no. Jay-Z said that.
Oh, Jay-Z said it? Yeah, but Jay-Z was probably just saying anything at that point. Was he with Beyonce yet at that point?
No. This was before the conspiracy
He was trying to seem edgy. He was like, this is how she's going to like me.
Listen, Beyonce's never liked him. But we're going to go ahead and get into the calls.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry, everybody. Let's get to the first caller.
Our first caller is coming from... the last 4 digits of 7380. Star 6 to unmute yourself. Once you're in here, caller, you are in the room. Welcome back. Thanks for calling back. 1 second, and we'll be able to hear you now. Caller?
Hey, am I on?
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Oh my God. I've been waiting 3 weeks to actually finally get through, and I'm so excited. Thank you so
Let's
much.
go.
Absolutely. Thank you for calling in and being so patient
Shout
with
out
us.
to the determination. 3 weeks.
Appreciate
There's
it.
a lot of static. Okay.
Oh, no. Determination.
We said determination. You're clear as day.
Okay. So I just actually wanted to share a story.
Okay.
I used to live in Salisbury, North Carolina, and basically the house that my family and I rented was pretty haunted, actually.
Okay.
So for starters, like during like my younger years, I actually went to live down south from Florida and then moved to North Carolina. And there's a small house that was actually right next to a cemetery. And that cemetery was a veterans hospital also within it. So every Tuesday we would actually see like the whole funeral service. And onto the right of that house, there was an empty church that was only pretty much full on Sundays and Wednesdays. So the first night that we actually went in, we noticed that the room was really, really cold. Now, I know that I had paranormal experiences, especially with my family, but I didn't really realize what they were until I was much older. And the first night, they actually had to get heaters. And mind you, this was like in the dead of August.
Oh.
And so it's August. It's in North Carolina. It's the South. And if anybody's in the South, you know that
It's
the heat
humid.
doesn't play down there.
Mm-hmm.
So first night we had 2 heaters, 2 big heaters, like just blasting. And as soon as our parents closed the door, like because I had a younger sister that basically shared a room, as soon as the door actually closed shut, the heater started rocking by itself. And it was kind of like somebody went behind the heater and started just pulling it back and forth, back and forth. And eventually they just slammed it onto the floor and everything just conked out. And this went on for like weeks until we just said, screw it, don't bring the heaters in. Well, upon like a year into living this place, we started noticing actual spirit activity. So essentially, like, for example, like if we had, like say if I would be in a living room, I would literally see my mom kind of like go inside the kitchen because she has to pass through a door. And I thought I saw her from my peripheral vision, and I went to actually go see her, and turns out she wasn't even in the kitchen. So that was another thing. And then as soon as that happened, I had like a weird paranormal experience where at 3 a.m. I woke up to somebody actually standing at the edge of my sister's bed.
Yeah.
And so her bed is actually right next to mine. And this woman basically was dressed up in Civil War era garb. She actually wore the whole like Scarlett O'Hara type of dress. And she was looking out of the window and she had the curls and everything. And at first I thought it was like kind of daydreaming, like maybe I'm just like sleeping, but she didn't disappear when I opened my eyes back up the second time. Turns out when I did the research, what had happened was that house was built on an old Civil War prison.
Okay.
And basically that whole area was dedicated to the veterans of those who passed away in Gettysburg and also the Civil War. And basically we were living in a portal.
Yeah. I'm glad you said it. I know you watched my content because I was just about to say you lived in
Smells sounds like a
man. Listen, and then it doesn't make it any better. Like you guys probably just had spirits going in and out. Was it one of those old school heaters, like the ones that stood up and get actually hot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really tall, and basically it was just white. It was really tall. It was really sturdy. But as soon as that thing went on, it was almost like they didn't even want it on. And that room was constantly cold. I think the biggest thing that made everybody kind of said, okay, let's pack up and leave is one afternoon, we had my bedroom door closed. Everybody was in the living room, and my parents basically heard somebody in the room, and they shouldn't be because it was only us in the house. And underneath, like if you looked underneath the door, you could see people, like somebody walking back and forth. So my dad, being my dad, stormed in, knocked the door open. Nobody was there, but eventually he felt like a breeze. He went to see in the back, and in the back there's a lot of tall trees. And they basically saw a green orb just go underneath one of the trees. Now, I think it was a body.
Wow.
He didn't want to find out, and I don't think he should have, actually. But to this day, like, we don't know what exactly was underneath that tree. And I don't even think the house is standing anymore, to be honest, because every time I try to look it up, it's no longer there. Like, I can't really find it.
That's crazy.
They should have knocked it down, but definitely a portal. I mean, Gettysburg. Don't even get me started. But thank you so much for sharing.
Yes.
I truly appreciate it.
Is she supposed to give you any more information? Okay. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Do you know what kind of heater I was talking about?
Which one?
The heater that she said was rocking back and forth. It's literally iron. Only reason why I know.
Oh yeah, I've seen pictures of
older. So the only reason why I know that there's no way that the air or anything. First of all, they were heavy, they were solid, they were iron. I only know about it because my great grandma used to have one in her house.
How did grandparents have like?
I don't understand. She had a whole goddamn heater. Like, what? Why do you?
This was in California.
Yeah. And so one day I was curious and I touched it and it was hot. It is hot. It burnt my hand. And there's no way.
They used to be like, those used to be the heaters for buildings and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like they used to be attached to, all right, I'm not going to date myself or anything like that.
What, like the Noah's Ark or?
No, like in one of my high schools that I went to, we had heaters like that in the high school. Like they were attached to the wall and like kids would pull pranks and they would pour their milk.
Oh, so just rotten
on the heater.
Just
so
smells
it's
awful.
Like the whole stairwell would smell like.
Well, you got to take in consideration. You went to school on the East Coast, the very, very East Coast. It's cold as hell, and the
haunted as a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's the schools are old. It ain't even that you that old. It's the schools, the buildings, everything. So.
I just want to preface because I forgot to mention this before we start taking calls. We do because we have a good amount of callers already. We do have a timer that we have begun to implement. What is it? It's 4 minutes, 4-minute long timer. We're not trying to be rude and kick you off the show or anything like that, but we do want to get to the next caller as we did shorten the amount of time that we're live now. So, excuse me, I will do a better job of making sure I explain to you, hey, we got a minute left, we got 30 seconds left, just that way we don't feel like it's an abrupt cut off. And also, like with her, like I kind of wanted to hear the tail end of that.
Well, and then I had kind of put my 2 cents in.
Yeah.
So, but yes, if you're watching us and you're on the TV or if you're on your phone, I would recommend turning on the TV. Well, no, because it's
still
delay.
a 30-second delay.
Yeah. So just listen for the little
we'll tell
ding.
you.
We'll tell you.
We'll tell you when it's 30
and we're not
seconds.
gonna. As soon as you call and go, hey, we're not gonna go bam. It's like when you really start telling your story, then we'll start it. You know.
I wonder if we could have like a little sound effect that we play at 30 seconds.
He did. It's the little ding.
Yeah. Could you play it again one more time, Mr. George?
I was doing the chimes.
Oh, that.
Okay, so we're gonna do that chime when it's 30 seconds remaining. That lets you know.
And I know some people were saying last week, like, oh, I don't like the timer. Well, the timer makes sure that we can try to get through as many calls as possible.
Yeah, because it's not 3 hours no more, y'all. So we ain't got.
Yep. Because we're
speaking of that, let's go to the next.
Yeah, we'll pull up the next one. While we're waiting for him, there's 66 people watching on Calls From Beyond right now, but we only got 26 likes.
Yeah, I need y'all, and it's 145 people
on
my
yours.
channel.
No, you got 151 of yours.
Oh, well.
And it sounds like we have our caller already. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hi, this is Tiffany. I talked to you about my granddad Maynard and Aunt Shirley.
Yes.
Some weeks back now.
Hi, Miss Tiffany.
Hey, hello everybody. Okay, so let me get on track. So basically, this is a dream. You know, I told you guys my gift is dreams.
Yes.
So one day in my dream, me and some friends, we went to some kind of log cabin. I don't know where the heck it was, but when we got in there, it was just like one huge room. So we're looking all around trying to figure out, okay, well, who's going to be in what room, blah, blah, blah. It was just like a huge area. Anyway, we all look over to the window because it's a real pretty window. Had, what do you call those curtains? The sheer curtains.
Mm-hmm.
So as we're all looking at the sheer curtains, it moved. Now keep in mind, no windows was up, nothing was going on, no breeze, no nothing. But as it moved, you can see a human figure walking between the curtains. You can see a full body. You could tell it was a male. So everybody is looking like, oh, shit, let me get up out of here. Everybody left. For some reason, my behind didn't leave because I wanted to know what the heck this was. Long story short, I'm sitting there and I'm like, what is this? Next thing I hear somebody crying, going, like that. And so here I am talking to whatever it was. I'm like, what's wrong? I'm like, no, what's going on? You can talk to me. I'm nervous, but let me know what's going on. And the guy was like, nobody will talk to me. So I'm like, okay, what do you mean nobody will talk to me? He's like, every time somebody comes here, they run and they leave. So I went over by a wall. And the wall basically was, I guess, I said, well, you can talk to me. What's going on? And he's just like, I'm so lonely. So I literally sat up against the wall. And when I sat up against the wall, I felt like he put his back up. You know how people sit back to back?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he sat up, he put his back up against mine. And he was like, well, I'm just been here for so long. Don't nobody want to talk to me. I'm just really lonely. I said, well, I'll be your friend for a moment, but, be cool because I'm still scared of you.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm talking to him, I felt like, you know how people like brush against you? He was already up against my back, but he literally, like, I guess you could say touched my arm, but it felt like static electricity. That's the best way I can tell you what's going on. So I'm like, okay, look, hey, now, I told you, I'm already afraid of you, but I still want to talk to you because I hate to see that you're sad.
Better you than me.
I said, so what's your name? So he apologized, but I was like, so what's your name? He was like, well, my name is John. I said, well, John, don't cry. While I'm here, I'll talk to you. Everybody else is scared of you, but I'm not.
We got 1 minute left, by the way.
Okay. Long story short, I ended up telling one of my other friends who has a gift. And when I told her what the guy said his name was, she was like, well, that's my dad's name because her dad is deceased.
Oh.
So I think it was her dad.
Well, so, and what's weird is that I really believe that people are able to astral project to different places in the ancestral realm. But if it was her dad, she should definitely communicate if he's sad and scaring people
Well,
off.
you started off and said this was a dream from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was a dream.
Yeah.
It was definitely a dream.
I wonder what the significance
but
of the
I
log
also-
cabin was. Like, is that somewhere that she used to go all the time when she was younger?
Like the cabin.
You know what? I'm going to have to ask her because I do know that even with that dream, she told me that she had a dream where he was looking at her and he was looking really sad. So I don't know if that, if that all goes together or not. So I'm going to ask her and see what happens because whenever we have funky dreams, we share them with each other because
Of course, right.
sometimes you can't share them with everybody.
They can't share with
But,
everybody.
Well, keep us posted and let us know the results. Like,
Yes.
now we're invested.
Yep.
Yes, but
We
thank
need to
you so
know.
much, Miss
Yes.
Tiffany. I appreciate you.
It's always good
calling
to hear
in.
from you.
Thank you. All right now.
Okay.
Have a good one.
This is so random. I watched The Passion of the Christ for the first time.
I've only seen
it
bits
good?
and pieces.
It pissed me off. I've never been prouder to not be a part of a religious.
Ooh.
And I'm not.
The thing I think with that is like it just creates like a deeper martyrism, and then in the sense of like now they're gonna really double down and be like, no, see,
Well, and the reason, and we're gonna take our next call because we do still have calls in queue, but the reason why I said it pissed me off. I love Jesus. I like Jesus.
right?
He is the most littest witch that I've ever seen. Like he did some incredible shit, right? And this is real. But the same thing that his people did to him is what Christians do to spiritualists. They accused him of being demonic, and I mean his whole the crucifixion of him was just like it was political.
Yeah.
It was for nothing. And it made me so mad because I just was like, bro, and I waited a long time I was in the 8th grade when that came out to watch it.
I think I was in like elementary school when it came out. And I remember
it's
just
very
hearing,
good
I only knew about it because of South Park making fun of Mel Gibson.
Yes,
I was about to say I
yeah.
never stood behind it just because of what Mel Gibson said. So
Yeah.
like you can't drop a
Jacuzzi.
movie. You can't drop a movie about Christ and
Well, that's
And then
shout out
on
racial
point.
slurs.
Yeah,
and all
then
types
just
of
be like
craziness.
just crazy on the slurs. Like,
Yeah.
what? But
Yeah.
to be fair, a lot of like
That's
some
what
Christians,
they
that's what they be
do.
doing.
That's why I said like I watched it. I actually paid to rent it because it's nowhere.
Damn,
So
you didn't
I was
straight up just torrent it?
dedicated to it, which I wanted to see how biblically accurate it was, and it was very much so. I mean, Mel Gibson did do his big one with Passion of the Christ.
Now, real quick, to play devil's advocate though,
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like there's a lot of spiritualists that do the same thing to Christians.
Yeah, no, it's not just
my
a them or
thing
they.
is, you can't want Christians to support you in your spiritual journey, and you don't support Christians in their spiritual journey. There has to be some type of platform where everybody could come together and live harmoniously.
It will never be that, and that's unfortunate because I notice everybody knows that watch my videos. I'm quick to call somebody my Christian brothers and sisters, my witchy brothers and sisters, my Buddhists, because it doesn't matter to me, but I figured this out within the community is the reason why some spiritualists give that energy off is because it's been given to them. And they come at me all the time with that bullshit. And I just be like, God bless you. Jesus loves you. Because what else am I going to do?
You're my friend.
You're my friend. Hey, girl, I know like I'm on your algorithm. I'm on your FYP. Even though you claim to not fuck with us, your algorithm snitches.
I see you lurking.
Yeah, so, but I just thought, and I will say this, every spiritualist who practices voodoo, anything, right? I recommend you watching The Passion of the Christ. It was a very, very good movie. I'm glad I'm a good reader because it was all in Hebrew. So
That's like this new game where like
Yeah.
it's 1 minute you're in Sicily, the next minute you're in Egypt, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and,
No,
and
literally.
they don't hide it. You got to read it.
I was literally pausing it and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so biblically accurate because, us spiritualists know the Bible pretty well. So
More than they want you to
oh
know
yeah,
it.
we
She's
know
a
why.
psychopath because she kept on pausing.
She's a
Just
psychopath.
look, she
Look
was
at
pausing.
this. She has like the red marker. Did you see this right here?
No,
was so
she was pausing just so
mad.
she could see who was in the scene. Like, oh, that's
Right.
Serafina. Okay.
Because I
I'm
kept
like-
missing it because them subtitles be going fast sometimes.
Who's the one who sold him out?
Judas? I know that. I know
Murder.
it, Judas.
Judas. No.
No,
The
Judah.
OG. Fine.
No,
All right,
but
George.
we'll get back to the calls. I just want to tell y'all this.
Our next caller's last four digits are going to be 1635.
If you're just now joining us, it's not too late to hop into the call. The numbers are right down below. Call in.
Star 6 to unmute yourself. 1635, last four digits. Paging 1635. Caller, you're in the room.
Hello.
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 Hi.
Hi. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
It's Latasha.
Hey there, how are you?
Girl, you want the truth or you want to lie? Hell. I'm going to be honest. Hell, your girl's been working on that root chakra and that shit.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Good
yeah,
luck.
I'm in that beginning.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The root
So,
chakra work is like shadow work. No one wants to do it. It's
yeah,
lot.
like, I'm sitting here crying because the paint looks pretty. Like what? Like, why are you crying?
that's all right. That just means it's working.
Yeah, so that was supposed to be a joke. But anyway, so
No, you're fine.
so I have a story, and this is kind of to like lighten the mood because I know sometimes with a lot of us calling in and stuff like that, sometimes things can be dark. So I'm just gonna kind of lighten it up a little. This has to do with my grandmother. She died some years back. I want to say it was either 2009, October the 1st, or 2010, October the 1st. And this was after the funeral and everything. And, when after the funeral and after, you put the person in the ground, and then you have all these people that, that comes to the house and everything. And so I'm back there in my grandma's room, just having a moment and rubbing what I think is her purse.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Rubbing what I think is her purse. And, I'm really having a moment, and I'm crying. I'm just like, Grandma, I'm actually talking to the purse at this point. I'm like, Grandma, I miss you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like going through it. Here comes my mom, and she opens the doors, and she's like, hand me my purse, and she snatches it.
Oh, my God. I would have been like, with my mouth open like...
I was, and I stopped crying immediately.
Like you just compose yourself. Like, all right, I guess I'm fine.
Give me my purse.
And at that, so at that point, like I just felt like my grandmother was probably like seeing that at some point, and was just probably like laughing because she probably didn't want me to be sad.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just wanted to just kind of, put that story out there or whatever. Yeah. And, now it's kind of to a point too now that my mom, she's really sick now. Mm-hmm. And we don't know what day that's, what day she's going to have her, her transitioning and all that, on top of that. So just send me good vibes.
Oh, I
just
am.
Send me good
I'm
vibes.
going to be sending just some light your way.
And then,
Definitely.
Because I can't imagine. I promise adult people who lose parents got to be the strongest people, especially whenever you're close to them. So I'll definitely be sending some love and light your way.
Yeah. And you know what? Also send, I'm still trying to put into existence. You know what I mean? I know all the Bali stuff is full right now. Listen. But I'm trying to bring into my existence me going to that Bali trip, even though it's full.
Listen, all you got to do, it costs nothing to get on the wait list. All you got to do is click the link. If you're in my chat, I'll have my assistant, she can hear us, Lauren, drop it. But all you have to do is put your name on the wait list, because it was already told to me by the coordinator, like, not everybody is going to come. And, some people, emergency happens, and put your name on the list. But if all else fails, like I said, if we get enough people, we might just do a back-to-back where I don't leave Bali for 2 weeks, So, look, he's over here laughing.
I know, I'm like, poor you.
Poor me, But then we're also trying to plan one for I want to go next fall, like a year from now in November. I just don't know where.
We got a lot of heat. Like, we was looking at China. We was looking at Africa.
China.
We was looking at...
They have so
How
many.
do we get like a Bakersfield retreat?
Well, we want to do one in the States too.
Mr. Fresh looked at me like,
let's go see the thermometer. Everybody.
I did not pay for a passport to go to Bakersfield, sir.
Bakersfield? You know what?
Jack in the Box there goes heavy.
There's nothing in Bakersfield besides probably In-N-Out.
No,
that's Barstow.
In the McDonald's. No, in the McDonald's train.
Oh, that's Barstow.
Oh yeah,
that's
Barstow.
not even Bakersfield.
Yeah, it's not.
We'll figure it out. But for those who want to get in line for a spot, go ahead and drop. I'll have her drop the link. Oh, she already has. She has. Go ahead and click the link and click join waitlist, because, like I said, some people may have to drop. And if I get 10 to 15 people on the wait list, I'll just do another trip that will be immediately.
Right, so your entry could be the first thing that sparks us having to suck up our sorrows and stay in Bali for 2 weeks.
Do we have some sad music, George? Do we have some
tiny violin music?
Yeah, some tiny violin. I get to be away from my kids and real responsibilities for 2 weeks. And
it's so horrible.
Don't worry, we're still gonna make her call in.
Yeah. I know, I'm gonna have to call in.
Have to deal with the fears of Bali belly. And
Bali belly?
Yes.
Is that when you just eat too well because it's so affordable?
That's what we're gonna say it is. But
wow, I feel so bad for you.
Oh my
God.
So bad. Oh my God. Keep me in your prayers.
Does Bali belly mean something else?
Yes. It's like Montezuma's Revenge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We all
I've gotten Montezuma's Revenge before.
Oh, me too. Oh, Lord.
From, what was it?
I got it from Ice.
Cozumel or was it Ensenada?
It was.
for me.
If you got it in Ensenada, I feel even worse for you.
Man,
because
listen,
who
I think
even
it was
goes there?
Cozumel.
I was running through the hotel like.
No, for me, it hit me when we landed back here, and I went home.
no.
I was both
Wow,
both
so
exits.
bad.
At
Both
least
exits.
it didn't happen on the plane.
Oh
It was
no!
so bad, and luckily we were there for a week, right? And you ever seen White Chicks? Whenever the one dude had to use the bathroom, he was like, "Move, bitch!" That was me going through the line. Like, it was so bad.
Shoving
And
people.
it was so bad because the day we got Montezuma's revenge, we were supposed to go parasailing, and I said,
We canceled
absolutely
that shit.
not.
I said,
What do you mean? I would absolutely let it rip from the
There's
skies.
no way I'm gonna be up in the air and I have to
Nope.
go to the bathroom.
was
Yeah,
not-
yeah,
Is
yeah.
there-
You just
is-
let it
nah.
from the air.
I
Come
was
on now.
scared.
That'd be
I
awesome.
can't.
Get me in the
Honestly,
water.
See,
I
George
can't.
George thinks it's funny.
That'd
was
be,
so
it would
sick.
be cool.
And then they knew that like they weren't filtering their ice because in the gift shop downstairs at the all-inclusive resort we were at, they had anti-diarrhea
It was
medicine
like
for
$30.
like $30, and that's expensive.
But there's probably one left every night,
Yeah.
and you're like, damn,
I
bro.
said, God damn, we're gonna have to do this, or we're gonna have to cancel all the
I
excursions.
said,
We're gonna be
don't
sick.
filter the water. We're gonna make our money back some way.
Man, listen,
water.
it was horrible. But
See, and I
thank
had
you-
bottled water, and I got it.
Yeah, well, thank God that they gave us this jug, this little like 3-gallon
We
jug.
had water.
In our
We had
room.
water in our room.
Water, beer, because
But
everything was
when
included.
you got an
but-
all you could drink. I don't know if that ice is
Baby,
filtered or
I
not.
started drinking beer on that trip. I was like, I'm thirsty. He's like, you want some water? Now I want some of that Modelo that's closed inside of the mini
Something that's
fridge.
got a little bit of alcohol that burns off all the germs. With it.
Yeah, it kills the immune system.
It was bad. I had a cold and I had Montezuma's Revenge. So, yeah. But thank you so much.
Yes,
we
thank
just
you.
yapping.
Yeah, we're yapping.
I
over here.
paused the time. You still have 38 seconds if you want to.
Yeah, but
Okay, and
Go
then
ahead.
I finally made it to being your Patreon too. So
yeah.
Yay.
Shout out to the patron
yay,
crew.
I know. So,
Shout
but keep
out.
doing. I just want to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a phenomenal job. And I also Kaya, like I love watching Kaya as well. Like
Yes.
I was watching her before I came on with you, and like shout out to Kaya and
Man.
everything that she's doing as well. Like you guys are doing the damn thing, and I just wanted to
appreciate it.
just tell you guys that I'm so proud of you both.
Like, listen, I love to hear it. I appreciate you. I have nothing but gratitude for people that follow the spirit. I feel like this is the first year in social media where the spiritualists, people are actually listening to us and respecting the craft and everything. So I really appreciate all your support. Welcome to Patreon. Make sure you join our Discord. It is on there because I don't get notifications for Patreon chat. So anybody that's in the chat is interested in learning about more spiritual practices, go and join me on Patreon. But thank you so much, hon.
Yes.
I
Oh,
appreciate you.
absolutely. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
right,
Man.
real
If you
quick.
want some dank memes, though, so if you want to learn about spirituality, join Black Culture's Discord. If you want some dank paranormal memes, I got 2 servers for you. I got the Calls
Yeah.
From Beyond and the Truly
He
Bizarre.
sends them to me sometimes, and I'm like, this is facts. Like,
got-
he sent me with that one, me and all my homies, and it was a bunch of the, it was it. It was.
Oh yeah. It was
something
like Michael Myers.
Yeah, I'm like, facts.
Real quick, I got to shout out Ray Alexander in the chat.
Oh Ray, yeah.
Like, how do you spot that I have Mountain Dew in my Big Gulp cup? That's crazy.
That's some. I'm not gonna say it, but that's some BB energy.
That's the next level spy stuff right there.
Yes.
Shout out. It absolutely is Mountain Dew.
Yes.
Just like it seems they're above us.
But yeah, so
So I do want to touch back on the merch. So I thought there was a sale going on. There is not because Spreadshirts said, nah, we know it's Christmas time. But you do have to order now if you want to get it in time for Christmas. Think about, maybe something for yourself, or maybe you have a friend who likes the show
get
or a
the
loved
wife,
one.
get the wife a hat, or you know, get your kid a T-shirt. You know, whatever.
You guys
Yeah,
can
that
watch
would
the
be
show
pretty
together and your Calls From Beyond merch.
You could call the show together.
You know, family traditions have gone by the wayside in this current generation. You should be the family that brings it back. Get some
Yes.
Calls
Facts.
From Beyond
Facts.
merch. You just
Welcome
you
us
know,
into your home.
I'm thinking about buying Flash a hat. He wants it so bad.
Oh, he does?
like he,
I might just have to.
No, he's a hattie too.
yeah.
Okay.
He's,
all
he's
right.
like,
well, I'll talk to Santa, see what's up.
Like
Yeah, he loves hats.
he's a I like to wear sunglasses. You know,
Hats.
speaking of family traditions,
yeah.
So they decorated the tree yesterday, right?
oh,
And part of our family tradition is I put the angel or whatever star,
Yeah,
or whatever
the
on top
topper.
of, I put the topper on top of the tree and I light it for the children or whatever. Tootie fell asleep
before
while
we
the tree was
even.
getting decorated.
All I did, because I flocked it myself, I have a real tree. and I flocked it with little fake artificial snow.
Oh,
And
wow. Good on you.
It
Yeah,
was.
so we got
it was
fake-
You
hard.
think she fucking play?
We got fake snow on a real tree.
Yeah, we're too lazy. We bought Target had a 50% off on all their trees.
Really?
Yeah,
I
like
would've
2 weeks ago, we bought one and it came with lights. But now our little thing is like every time we go to the store, Rowan gets to pick out a new ornament. We have the goldfish.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Like
dope.
the cracker
That's dope.
containers and ornament.
We used to have the Hallmark ornaments. Like they used to have
Yeah.
the dopest ornaments back in
They
the
still
day.
do. People they only are seasoned communities and
Yeah, facts.
grown ups like mid-50s still
Yeah.
buy from Hallmark, but they still do. Go to the website.
They'll pull out them old ass ornaments that probably still got lead in the
You
paint.
got
Yep.
asbestos in it.
Right.
So you said Tootie fell asleep?
Yes.
Yeah, he fell
Okay,
asleep.
so what happened?
So when he woke up, she said, Santa came and decorated the tree.
Yep. Cool.
I mean, because he literally sat down and I said, okay, let me just put the lights and the ribbons on. You're going to hang the ornaments because you can't do that. That man went to sleep.
And he expects you to pay him still?
No.
Oh, okay,
He
same.
woke up 2 o'clock in the morning looking at me like,
Santa.
I said, do you see Santa? Before you can even say anything, I said, see, that man came.
He's what? Can I tell you? Okay, we're gonna get to the next caller. Can I tell you the? I had to go to. I know we have a bunch of callers. We're gonna get to them. We went to the mall the other day because I had to go pick up a shirt from Hot Topic because they had a Black Friday sale, and so we went and little man was acting up in the store, and we were at Meadows. So Santa's there. Tell me why. The missus walked him. We're on the top level. Walked him and goes, "Do I need to tell Santa you're being bad?" He's like.
That's what they all do. Tootie does that too.
I felt like I understood like you have to get him to behave, but like I felt so mean.
Like the worst parent ever.
Yeah, I was like,
don't.
my, because he was like tears.
Well, we threatened to take Christmas off of our 2 biggest kids because they don't like to do laundry, which they better be doing right
listen,
now while they're watching
While
this.
they watching this. No, I got the app. Listen, all I gotta do.
What is that? The app?
Are you
Hey.
being naughty or
Hey,
nice,
she
buddy?
no, she be FaceTiming Santa, bro.
Oh,
Swear to God.
And it
legit-
lets you put the name
hold
in.
on.
I'm
FaceTime
gonna
Santa
make
right
one
now.
for okay. I'm
FaceTime
gonna make
it right now.
one
Let's get
for-
the next caller
do it for
loaded
us,
up
then.
while we.
for Rowan. So I'm gonna send it to you.
Our next caller is going to talk to Santa.
Okay.
All right. Our next caller's last 4 digits are 0980.
Kayla said we got energy drinks on deck. Of course.
That's why we over here cackling now.
We created
I
a
got
whole
Red
department
Bull,
here at Calls
Spice.
from Beyond that just picks up the Red Bulls for us.
Yes.
Facts.
Caller, you are in the room.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Good. How are
Good.
you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Okay, so this is my first time. I'm not one person to just talk, but I got to say it. I've lived in haunted houses all of my life. I'm 67 years old.
Hey now.
So this started
still
when
young.
I was a
That's still
little
young.
kid.
I know
Shout
that's
out to
right.
being a spring chicken.
Yes, very as a distinguished seasoned person. 67. Listen, my grandma is a little bit older than you, and she moved faster than me. And I'd be like, I got to go home, Grandma. I can't party with you all night in these.
You know they say 67 years young.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
You see,
We'll put
that's
your time
right.
back up there.
You learn a lot in between. Ooh. So I'm going to tell you this one story. We moved into a house. I live in Arizona.
Okay.
And we moved into a house. And I was the only one that went to the house when we first got it. And when I walked in, I felt the presence of. Okay, and I had to let them know. I said, I know you're here. I said, but we have to live together, so I'm going to need you just to chill out. So we lived there for about a year. We were doing a transition from being Christian. We were doing the whole spiritual thing. So we were going levels. So we finally figured it out. But that's neither here nor there. So my son was standing in my bedroom door, and he's looking at me, and we're talking about the things that we've learned because we bounce ideas off each other. And I looked at him, and he was sitting at my door, and he said, and I said, well, it says the truth will set you free. All of a sudden, there was a growl that went through that house that shook the walls. I mean, we both were looking like, oh my God, what was that? And we just kind of like, because I had never heard anything. It had never showed itself. I knew it was there, but I didn't know what was there. And so I was like, okay, so, it was time to go to bed. I laid down on the bed. I laid on my back. All of a sudden, I this presence was standing over me, growling in my face. I mean, just upset. It was hot. It was upset. And all I said was the truth will set you free. Mm-hmm. So as I never opened my eyes, I flipped over on my side and pretended that I was asleep. Mm-hmm. But I've never experienced it after that. That was the first and the last time.
Do you still
as we
live
moved
there?
from the house.
Oh, I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask. Do you still live there? Because I would have gave my landlord my
no,
notice.
No, they tried to go up on the rent. I told them I'd buy a house before they could go up on the rent.
Yeah, and
but,
you guys' stuff is haunted.
Because when you walk somewhere, you know when something's there. Yes. You can feel it.
Yeah,
at least I can.
No, I can too.
You know when something's
That's why
present.
I'm a little bit of a scaredy cat. Because I can feel it. I know whenever I'm like, okay, I probably should put a hoodie on or a scarf on. Especially if I'm already there, I will literally try to get a hoodie and cover my head because you can feel that energy. And I feel like with you guys moving from Christianity to spirituality within the house, it opened y'all up a little bit more because they love to play with spirituals.
A lot more. But like I said, I've dealt with them all my life. My grandmother's house was haunted. So I've seen spirits all throughout my childhood, all throughout my teenagehood until adulthood. It's the foreknowing. And I think that the foreknowing is a lot scarier, especially when you see certain things. But how do you express to someone that, you might not be here tomorrow?
Yeah.
It's that kind of stuff. It really is. But I had to tell that story to somebody else other than my family because they're looking at me like, what?
We will not look at you like that.
We will not. And thank you for being here every week and supporting the show.
Yes.
We really appreciate you calling in.
Of course.
Please call it. I know you got more stories. Please call us back.
Please re-enter the queue because we want to hear more of them.
Because, see, we don't have a lot of seasoned people who've had life experience where they've always lived in somewhere haunted. So call us back.
Yes.
For sure. Everybody give a thumbs up.
Yes, please. That's what I was saying. And I think we ended up, somebody unmuted themselves. Please give this video a thumbs up on all the channels that it is streaming on. If you're on TikTok, hey, y'all, hey, go ahead and like the live. You can share it to yourself, your grandma, your cat, dog, or a baby. I don't care.
Get your kid's iPad.
Right. As well as on my page on YouTube. Please give it a thumbs up. I know you guys are hearting it. I appreciate it, but like the live. Thank you so much again.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice evening.
Thank you. You as well.
Damn.
People really out here.
Shout out to the haunted houses.
Shout out to the haunted houses.
I've only lived in haunted houses a few times in my life.
I lived in.
And it's only when I got with somebody.
I
Is it
wonder
me,
who
Jesus?
that
Is it me, Jesus?
Apparently, Danette lived in a haunted house.
am I the
Was your house haunted?
My dad's house.
Yeah.
That's because I've heard a lot of stories.
Yeah, you can always hear footsteps from downstairs.
Damn, George.
Beat her in the face with the mic, George.
She's
gonna
an
hear
adult
your
now.
voice
She can
today.
speak.
Right.
This is Danette, everybody. Everybody say hi to
Yeah,
Danette.
say hi to Danette. She is our baby. Did you meow?
That's what is it called?
That's poor Danette because she has the littlest voice and she's our. I don't
Free
even know.
will.
No, she's
That's the best use
she's
of free will.
She's a studio baby, and she just sits there and looks at the comments and
She'd be watching y'all.
Yeah. So
watching
Dad's house is haunted.
Yes, you can always hear footsteps from downstairs, from the pink room, and then
From the pink
upstairs-
room.
Yeah, it's a
there's
room that's painted pink.
Yeah, it's fully pink.
Is that
It was
your sister's room?
yeah.
That's why something came to my house. This was years ago.
Hold on, time out.
Hold
time
on,
out.
wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. What was in your house?
Pause.
What came?
So I remember I told you guys like years and years ago we ended up cleansing the house. Her mom she ended up going
You
to
had
her
to
mom.
cleanse your house or cleanse that house.
Our house. Nothing's happened.
Because so she
nothing's-
brought the entity with her from Dad's house.
So I've told this story a bunch of times where I'm sitting at my house and there's nobody else home. It's like one of those nights like I think she was at work, my parents were all gone and everything. I'm just there and I hear what sounds like somebody pushing like on my my window in my
Just
bedroom.
in case you guys don't get what's going on here, guys, Danette is obviously his sister-in-law. So
Yeah, so
I try not to like
right.
out anybody.
I mean, but you're like
Right, okay.
It's not
so
making
to my
sense.
house.
Yeah, it's not making sense.
So, but I hear it like I thought like there was an earthquake or like somebody was knocking on my window, and I
Right.
thought it was my boy Franny because Franny used to come, and he still does it. He'll roll by my house and go "fuck you, Austin," and like do drive-bys and shit. But so I thought it was. So I call him and he's like, "No, dude, I'm in California right now," and I was like, something was pushing on the window. And I told her, and she goes, "All right, I'll call my mom." Came like the next day, had holy water, put it on the walls and stuff. Never happened again. But that was like
Damn.
that was pre-Rowan, so that was
Yeah.
8-9 years ago. Nothing's happened there since.
Well,
But so thanks to Net.
yeah, thanks to that.
Darn it.
She's like, sorry, my bad. So you hear footsteps. Do you hear anything? Like, just footsteps? And do you see
No,
anything?
the cabinets upstairs, because how do I explain it? It's like there's cabinets, and then here's my room, and the other room, and then the bathroom. And you could just hear them opening. It's so creepy.
That's crazy.
Next
That's-
truly bizarre investigation.
It's kind of like I said. Yeah, the next investigation, we're gonna set up the base camp in the next room.
While she's still gonna be there. Can you guys like let me sleep?
Right, I got
Who
you.
is here right now trying to
I
communicate
got
with
school
us?
tomorrow, guys. Like, come on.
No, but living in a haunted house when you have children is miserable. So
Because they see that stuff.
yeah, it's miserable. You don't get good sleep. The last
Yeah.
like 4 months of my stay in my haunted house, it was absolutely.
I always
miserable.
think about Buena Vista whenever your brother was like, "Hey,
Oh yeah, I lived in 2 haunted houses. I forgot.
hey,
It's just normal
I seen this dude. He was skinnier than your husband. He was running up the stairs with the tracksuit on." He was like, "Wait, what?"
I was
the
like,
tracksuit on.
was this after or before you smoked? And then he was in the kitchen one time, and you know how, what are those things? Aluminum foil just, he's over there on the other side of the kitchen and just flew off my
No,
refrigerator.
that house felt so creepy. And keep in mind, like, so Buena Vista's in Chinatown, so it was like an older
Here or in
Here.
Oh.
So it was like an older unit, upstairs, downstairs, townhouse type situation. But it was older because the vents were in the floor.
Oh, so miserable.
The vents were in the floor, and this is the
Oh,
first
yeah,
house.
I remember
This is
those.
the first house that we took Max to whenever she was born.
Well, she was, yeah. She was
And
born there. But
it
my
was-
my son was 2, and he was like, "Hey, there's a man
That
in the
house.
bathtub."
Yeah, there's a monster in the bathtub.
I said, "Oh, is there?"
He said,
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna let him take a bath. I'm not investigating.
Light up
I'm
the
here
room.
by myself.
And this is the same house where somebody was banging on my nightstand and calling out her name. And I'm in the bed, knocked out next to her. She's thinking I'm calling her from downstairs. I'm sleeping.
No, that's a whole different situation. It's been very. Listen, Las Vegas is a portal. It doesn't surprise me. It's yeah. You see, we don't do this shit for fun. We do it because we've experienced it, and
fact.
it's unhinged.
It's kind of
here.
fun now, though.
Now it's kind of fun.
That's because now we have the equipment to be able to like see
ghost
cool
hunt.
things.
Dee-doo-doo-doo.
We're like the ghetto fucking Ghostbusters.
We are.
Ghetto.
are.
I mean, we're on the same level of equipment as
the
the big
Ghostbusters
guys.
song with like a trap
So
beat.
we're still,
Yes.
but we're ghetto because they don't curse on those shows, and
Yes, they do. They just bleep it because they're afraid. They ain't about it.
Yeah,
We're
I don't-
about it.
I
we
literally
don't have
give a
anything
shit.
to lose. We have everything to gain.
Well, you know who else doesn't have anything to lose? These
The next caller. Let's go.
Last 4 digits 0044.
And Ray, I did not open the window and go, hello? No, I did
I'm
not do
glad
that.
you didn't.
Last 4 digits 0044.
I'm ready.
Star 6 to unmute yourself.
I can see Austin open the door. What are you waiting for?
No, I, Bah, 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 bah.
Wow.
Caller, you are in
Hello?
the room.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, we're so unhinged. Hey, love.
Hi. I don't really even know where to start because my whole life has just been experiences.
Well, give us the best 4 minutes you got.
I mean, what do you want to hear? Do you want to hear about the time me and my friends saw a cryptid or like a shapeshifter or something in the
Yeah.
woods?
Yes,
Do you
yep,
wanna hear
already.
about-
Already
we
off
don't
the
get
rip,
those
yep.
stories too often. So yes.
He's really into cryptids. Like you see how
His
excited.
little black heart starts smiling.
Right.
My
He's-
black heart. Smoke.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell the cryptid story. I don't know what it was. All I know is that it changed shapes
and me and all of my friends saw it. We were sitting outside in one of my friends' neighborhoods, and it was a heavily wooded area. I was like 18 or something at the time. And I just happened to see something swinging from a tree. It looked like a giant gorilla, to be for real. And this is Georgia, where
Where do you live? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I was like, there's no monkeys in Georgia unless something escaped from the zoo. So we all joked like, oh, it was a monkey escaped from the zoo. But then it like stopped swinging from the trees, and it just was standing there at the top of the tree still. It's still in the trees, but it stopped and it's staring. And even though it's a big black shape and it's kind of a far distance away, you can tell that it's big, and you can tell that it's staring at us. Because one of his hands, like the right hand or arm, was holding on to the branch in a way where you could tell it was facing towards you. And it started to look less like a gorilla and started to take shape into the form of a man. Like its limbs stopped looking so ape-like and started looking a little straighter. His torso lengthened, and I was like, this is fucking weird. Maybe I'm seeing stuff.
Hell yeah.
And and then the thing crouches down. It turns away from us and crouches down. And as it's crouching down, its shoulder blades are getting larger and larger and larger, like getting above its head. And then it grows wings, like the biggest wings I've ever seen in my life. And it jumped off the branch and it flew off. And when that happened, all of us booked it to the car. We were all screaming. But before that, it was like nobody was moving. Nobody was talking, because it was like, how are we seeing this? Is this real? But the minute that thing jumped off that damn branch and flew away, we were like, all right, let's go.
Right.
Because that was scary. That was probably the scariest moment of my life. I did not sleep that night. I just knew it followed me home.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
That is...
No, because, all right, so it's so
I'm trying to think of
funny.
like what it could be, because it sounds like...
But this is why I say it's so crazy. Do you know that there's a phenomenon of people that have seen animals in places that they are not, like, for instance, it was a big creator on TikTok who was submitted a story from somebody, and she tells us the story, right? And it's about a Black Panther in the middle of, like, somewhere.
Yeah, that one I've
spiritual. But I got sent a story months ago from one of you guys, one of my followers on YouTube, saying that they seen a Black Panther, her and a bunch of other people in the woods, and it has just started shape-shifting. And I think she was in Georgia too, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm looking at a map of like the supposed
it's a shapeshifter.
Georgia. You don't have to tell me the city, but like, are you like North Georgia, South Georgia?
It's like north, central, west Georgia. So it's about an hour west and southwest of Atlanta. So it's central Georgia, west central Georgia is what...
I know ain't no damn gorillas there.
No, I'm looking right now. Like, so I'm seeing this. It's an art print, but it has like a map of like cryptids.
Yeah.
So I'm looking in that area. There's a thing called.
Let me see. That's actually pretty cool.
There's this one that says Plat Eyes, which
I wish you guys could see this because
it says shape shifting. So it says shape shifting phantoms with eyes as big as plates that haunt anyone who crosses their path.
That's actually a fucking thing, Austin. Every state has its own.
Yeah, it has its own folklore, cryptids, and all that. Like ours is supposed to be like our own version of Loch Ness up in like, I think like Tahoe or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, we've also had like Bigfoot sightings up north.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
We have Bigfoot sightings down here.
Yeah, well, because like for you guys, it's more like skunk ape and stuff like that, but it's still like the same realm of cryptid
thing, right?
How come I'm today years old not knowing that this map and that this was a thing?
Yeah, I'm still like working on it, but I was gonna do like I don't know if it's gonna be TikTok anymore if it goes away, but like a series of like.
Yeah. Well, I'm just now realizing, and I didn't realize, I mean, I've said it out loud before, but I've never said it in public spaces. The United States is a portal because what do you mean every state has
Yeah, so
its
panthers
own?
are on there. On this one that I'm looking at, Bigfoot, boo hags, beaver shark.
Hold on, time out. Is that a man? Is that a man with a top hat on?
I know you're probably a couple seconds behind us. You're probably like 30 seconds. You got a delay.
Yeah, skunk
But, you know,
ape.
boo hag, that comes from the hoodoo culture Haints,
Skinless,
hags, all of that.
skinless creatures.
What's the name of the website you're on also?
I'm on Etsy. I'm just seeing this on like Etsy.
I fucking love that they make these characters
screaming
look
kangaroo.
really just like a
Friendly.
cartoon.
Right.
Well, because there's like a
And-
whole like I love Bigfoot. I love like Vanessa loves Mothman. Like I have a Mothman. She's like he's so handsome.
No, I can't. I literally.
No, but
How
I'm
tall
telling
would you say this thing was? I'm just curious. How tall would if you had to guess?
If I had to guess, that thing, because you have to remember, it was high up in the trees.
Right.
We have tall Georgia pines, so it's high up in the trees.
Yeah.
And it's at least 2 or 3 football fields away from us. And I could see how big this thing was. So it's easily over 7 feet tall.
Oh,
easily. And
I would have shat my.
you know,
pants.
even my dad has had an experience in the area where he was driving his truck at night and a big hairy creature jumped on the back of his truck so hard, and he was going about 50 miles an hour. It literally jumped on the back of his truck, shook it, and then jumped off and ran off into the woods. He was like, what the fuck?
How do you
Yeah.
claim
So
insurance on that?
there's things here.
Right. I mean, how do you?
Yeah, do you have to call and be like, a Bigfoot jumped on my fucking truck, and they're gonna be like, sir, please don't waste our time.
Report.
Your car's totaled, sir.
Your car is totaled. We're gonna just say you hit a tree.
Okay, so
Well,
somebody
we're
asked.
right outside the Appalachian Mountain range
Oh,
too, so it's like,
there we
if
go.
you
That
saw it,
makes
no, you
sense.
didn't. If you saw it, no, you didn't.
Yep.
Right,
If you heard
yes.
something, nope. If you
The
saw
fact-
it, nope.
No, but it's so fucking sad because when she said, "Well, we're right outside the Appalachian Mountain," we're like, "Oh, well, that makes all the sense in the world." One person said, "What's the Massachusetts cryptid?" It's on that map.
It's on. It's Austin's map.
There could
Georgia's
be-
map was more like cartoon characters.
No, mine looks the same.
No, that was a damn.
There is
it was
a
a horse
Tennessee
with a wing.
wild man. That it could be from the Appalachian.
What is it?
Tennessee wild man is one that
So
I saw.
there's like a lot of those, and they're like a derivative of Bigfoot, or it's usually, just like somebody who went psycho and they still live in the hills.
Yo, you know what we should do? We should do a collaboration on videos and go
Yeah.
through every state.
I mean,
I think we're gonna do that right
it
now.
really is.
So hold on, somebody said Massachusetts.
yes.
Well, good luck.
Yes, thank you,
Yeah,
thank
thank
you
you so
yes,
much.
thank you
Sorry,
so
we're
much
all
for
over here
you launched this
talking.
whole
Yes.
conversation.
And listen,
Thank you.
call us back.
We know you got
Yeah.
more stories.
We know you got more stories.
I
Yes,
do.
yes.
All right, we're
Alright,
excited
bye.
to hear.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You guys have a good day. Bye.
Thank you, you
Thank
too.
you.
George, the site is NorthAmericanCryptids.com. It's like a clickable map.
What is
Massachusetts, this one just says Dover Demon.
What the fuck is the
A
Dover
small,
Demon?
it looks like an alien. Small humanoid creature that was reportedly seen by 4 witnesses on April 21st and 22nd, 1977. The creature had a large egg-shaped head, like me, with no visible ears, nose, or mouth.
It sounds like an alien.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
That's
That's
what
what
it sounds like to me. It sounds like an alien.
This
That-
one gives you like 1 per though, like
That-
1 per. It's probably just like the most popular one.
That's
So, like,
yes.
ET phone home.
so for us is the Tahoe Tessie.
What in the fuck
It's
is
like
a
yeah. So this one I've heard a lot.
Tahoe
It's like not Loch Ness. That's what they call her, is Nessie, but it's in Lake Tahoe. So they think that
I
there's
was
a big
thinking
creature.
about Lake Tahoe.
This is like California, right?
No, yeah, but I
But
was
it's California
thinking about
and here, right?
California also has Tahoe Tessie.
yeah.
And then
Bless you,
the
George.
Fresno Nightcrawler. Have you guys seen that one?
No.
Oh, that one. We'll do
I'm
that
not
after.
finna do this.
After this, I'll show you because I think that's the video we're gonna record after we end
Y'all
tonight. Is like
y'all trying to stress me out, bro.
Yeah, I thought we only had to worry about the Men in Black here, the alien.
Tahoe Tessie is like localized to that lake up there. Like, wait,
I'm just saying, like, y'all stressing me out. Like, I thought I was worried about the activity that goes on
Right.
Boulder
What's the
and Tropicana.
right? I think Las Vegas cryptid is the Black Cauldron.
the Las Vegas cryptid is anything on Boulder Highway.
I swear to
Oh
God,
my
I
God,
saw
well,
her the other day.
Listen,
I
no.
see a lot of creatures on Boulder Highway,
that's
and I'm
what-
getting scared, bro.
It's Christmas time, and I'm seeing the creatures in broad daylight on Tropicana, and I'm just
Hey,
like,
maybe like $40.
Make you holler?
no,
make you holler.
it's really bad, and I'm just like, here, just take the money.
There's
Just
a-
go home, please.
So we go to Starbucks almost every day because I've created monsters.
The ice
Yeah.
monster.
The ice monster specifically. He'll go to bed going, okay, tomorrow wake up, breakfast. We have our advent calendars.
Yeah.
Which he has adorables. One adorable, school, ice, and then like Thursday we have to be like, no, buddy, Dad has to work. So
Yeah.
and he's like, he goes to bed, but then he wakes up first thing. Okay, mommy,
Yeah.
No, that mean
Breakfast.
that mean Wednesday night you need to go get his damn ice from Starbucks
Yep.
and put it
Put
in
it
the
No, he needs
freezer.
to learn no. He needs to learn he
Why?
can't.
Why?
You can't
But
start
you-
an addiction and then take it away.
Listen,
It's water.
you know what?
So?
We're not doing this.
Um,
you get
it
my
costs
nephew
you
what the hell he wants.
the whole
okay?
story though was that there's a homeless person that's right there when we turn into the Starbucks. He's there every day. There's a new lady. I want to know, like, did she beat him in the turf war? Is that what?
Wait, it's a what lady?
There's a new lady. Like, it was a guy.
What
who was-
what Starbucks you go to? The one on North Fifth?
No, Craig and Scott Robinson.
All I know is that there was
Oh,
a
you're
lady,
farther out there.
a lady of
Okay.
the night in the daytime walking down Tropicana
Hey,
with no
look,
pants or panties
you
on.
gotta.
and
Oh,
I
both.
Hey, but she was like 300 pounds.
Yeah.
I could smell her pussy from here.
Oh my God, George! Jesus, George.
The windows are up in the car.
Sorry,
Jesus.
TikTok. Don't ban me offline.
Yeah, don't ban us until after you
Guys,
go
sorry.
away.
Oh,
It's
I
the
am
homeless people
dead.
walking by the studio, guys. I closed the window. Sorry
No,
about that.
you know what? I can't.
Oh my!
But in all seriousness, I never knew that there was crypt. Not me trying to drive that. I never knew there was a map, and maybe that's what we'll do is visit some of these places and make some content.
Well, if you guys need a map on where to find these cryptids in Las Vegas, you can
Just
go
call us.
anywhere on Boulder Highway
They just,
or anywhere on Tropicana close to the stadium.
yeah.
You'll see the cryptids.
Or inside of a casino at a bar. You can
Yeah.
tell. But
If she has a big purse and flip flops on, she's probably what you're looking for.
swear. But I think we have one.
We
caller
do,
in the
and I think
room.
we'll wrap after this.
Uno
caller.
mas, uno mas.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
What happened? Our
Stars.
ADHD took over. Tiffany, sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
George
I don't
took
understand
over.
why people are saying it was. I'm unhinged. That's a window was open.
Yeah,
And then
that
there's
was
a
not
homeless
George.
person.
That was the homeless man walking past.
No, swear.
Never. I would never.
Hey, all I know is you got a bunch of roses for that. So
Yeah. Listen,
No, whenever
I
I,
got a
whenever
sinus
I seen it,
infection.
you
I
know
can't
that
smoke.
that face that ooh. I was like, girl, what did you do?
and if y'all don't
What are
believe
the-
that there's,
ooh.
if y'all don't believe it wasn't George and it was a homeless person,
What's
we're in the heart of
that?
downtown Las Vegas.
Thank you so much for all of we are in the heart of. But
Call.
thank you so much for all of the roses.
I have
And
to go to the
caller,
bathroom. I'm
you
gonna have
are in
to
the
skip out on this
room.
call.
Okay, go ahead. What's the last four?
Callers in the room.
Oh, boom. They already said hello.
Caller.
Hello.
Hi, I'm sorry. You hear us?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Hi, Miss Noah, George, Mr. Fresh,
Hi, babe.
Austin,
Hello.
and I forgot the young lady's name in the
Danette,
corner. I
Danette.
don't want to be rude.
She in the corner.
Oh, she's celebrating. I wish you could see her
To
because
finally be-
nobody ever says
Oh,
hi to
I'm so
Danette, and she's over here
excited.
like, yes.
But how does she know that Danette's in the corner? What's going on?
She's literally in the
No,
corner.
because I see you guys looking and pointing over there all the time.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
that
a
makes sense.
huge fan of the show.
Yeah.
Like I found Miss Noah by Real Kaya,
Thank you.
and every video when I found like the day I found her on Real Kaya, her YouTube channel hadn't started yet, so I was angry I couldn't find her.
Yes.
So once your YouTube, I searched you until I found you, and then I watched every video, and then you guys started doing the calls, and I've been watching ever since. Every
Thank
show,
you.
like even if I don't catch the live, I'll watch the playback.
Yes.
Shout out.
Thank
That's
you
big.
so
We
much.
really appreciate your
No problem. But
contributions.
Miss Noah, tell me why I had to watch your Japan video in 3 segments. I couldn't watch it in one sitting. No,
I
ma'am.
had to record
I'm so
it in
sorry,
3 segments.
But,
I had to literally take
She had to
a-
take mental breaks for real.
because I only showed y'all the mild part, but the person that requested it sent me a video of a bunch of ghosts from the tsunami. I could not. I was like, girl, what the hell? Why would you ever why did y'all set me up like this? So trust me, you ain't the only one.
ma'am. So I am praying for your protection. I couldn't get through however the half hour or however long. So I just pray for you for all your research and
Thank
my
you.
God, I don't.
Thank you. Thank you. I be trying.
So,
I be trying.
whew. Yeah, no wonder your houses be haunted.
Yes. I don't understand. Like,
I be telling her to sage her phone. She be, man.
I told them to sage their phone. I said in the video, in that Japan video, I said, y'all gotta make sure y'all sage yourself after some of the things that y'all watch, including my video. Sage your phone too. I don't trust it.
It gets to the point I don't watch the videos no more because when she be editing, I have to listen to the video 45 times in a row.
Yeah, we get sick of my mouth. I'm sorry, George. Can we run her back, please?
She couldn't come to bed until she saged herself, the house, the kids, me, and everybody. She couldn't come to bed. I'm sorry. No.
My mama don't even watch my videos at night. She tell me something wrong with me. I'm scary.
Oh, so I know you guys are ready to go, so I won't keep you. But I just wanted to say, like, this. I've been made aware that I'm a seer at the age of 16, and I'm now 30, about to be 38 on the 30th. So I've been dealing with this with nobody to talk to, and every time I went to my mom, she would just laugh it off and act like it's no big deal. I'm like, well, lady, what am I supposed to do with this information?
Right.
I'm a child. Like the first time I became aware, I had a dream that one of my mom's cousins died, and I seen his face clearly. They had big like posters everywhere of his face with the blue clouds behind him. And when I woke up, you know how you can shake off a dream?
Yeah.
But I couldn't shake off that devastation. Someone was telling me, like, no, this is real. I'm like, I went to my mom. She was like, oh, God, just preparing you. And she's like, it's never about the person that you dream about. And she left me with that and just went on about her business. And at 16, what can I do? And what can I say? Because I had one of the mamas where she look at you and you know to get right. So I wasn't finna play with her like that. So I just let it be. So, and then, like, a few days later, one of my good friends died, young man, like, wasn't even 20 yet, of a heart attack. And, like, that freaked me out. And it got to the point where every time something would happen, I would feel it. And I'm, like, 16, 17. I don't know what to do with this, so I'm just walking around scared all the time. And I didn't like it. And I can't tell my mom and daddy not to leave the house. I can't keep everybody in the house because I feel something because of a dream. They weren't going for it.
Right.
So I prayed it away because it scared me. I couldn't do it. Like, I was driving myself crazy because I didn't know who it was about, and I was so scared that it was going to be one of my parents for real. So I'm like, well, I don't keep wanting to think it, and then I speak it on them. You get what I'm saying? So I prayed it away. I was like, nope, I'm cool. You keep that. I'm fine. No, thank you, but no thank you.
Right.
So it kind of stopped happening, but like I would always have little experiences. I've had a spirit pass through me before.
Ooh.
And yeah.
What did that feel
But
like?
it didn't feel okay. So it looks like, you know how like the sheet ghosts look, like it looks like it's melting. So the eye holes looked like it was melting. The face looked like it was melting. You clearly saw it had kind of arms, but it all looked like it was melting. But it was translucent, but I could see it. Like I could see through it, and I could see my bathroom door through it, but it was like I could see it.
No, what did it feel like? Like, because I suspect, I can't see the dead. Like? I can't see the dead, but I suspect that something that's passed through me because it like, I was just sitting there and then it felt like the wind was knocked out of me. And I was like, what? And I'm like, I stood up and I was like, trying to like catch my breath. And I'm like, I didn't run nowhere. My big ass I ain't used my legs and my kneecaps other than walk, you know? So what did it feel like whenever it went through you?
When it passed through me, it was like this tingling sensation. But it felt ice cold, and it felt like something was inside of me. Like I felt this presence. Like it felt heavy on the inside. That's what it felt like. But let me tell you how it happened. It's so freaky. So, my husband my husband at the time, he was a jokester. He liked to do jump scares, and I don't like stuff sneaking out on me because I'll swing.
Me
So,
too.
like, I blooded his nose like that because he jumped out of a closet on me before. So yeah,
shouldn't have been doing shit.
Yeah,
Just doing shit
so-
just to do it.
yeah. I don't like jump scares. I'll swing, like, for real. I don't like stuff sneaking up on me. So so this was before he FAFO'd. I heard keys I was in the shower and I was washing my hair. So I was just in my own, like, little peaceful world. Like, I was just floating, like, cause I love being in water. I wish I could live in water. But, so I heard the keys in the door. I heard it unlock. I heard the door slam and I heard footsteps. And when I focused, I was like, that don't feel like my husband. Cause I can feel energies too. So I was like, that ain't him. But the footsteps, okay, you remember on Martin when they was like, when Jenna was telling that story and you heard the footsteps when they started playing the prank? Yeah. That's what the footsteps sounded like. And I felt it coming up the hall. And it's like, I could see it through the wall. It was so freaky. So I'm like, what the hell is that? And I'm thinking I'm about to have to fight a whole human off while I'm in the shower, wet hair, soap everywhere. I'm like, oh, man. So, like, I was scared. And when it got to the bathroom door, because the shower curtain was closed, when it got to the bathroom door, it's like it stopped. And then that's when I knew, this ain't human. I was like, Lord have mercy. So I was like, you know what? It ain't finna pull the curtain back on me, so I snatched the curtain back. And when I did that, it jumped. You know how your kids would be like, "Roar," and they'll jump at you with their hands? That's what it did to me. And when it did that, I was like, "Oh, you better be glad I can't snatch your look." I got angry. I was so hot because it just killed my vibe. I was so mad. Oh, I was mad. And it came towards me, and I, like, lunged at it, knowing I couldn't grab it, and it just passed through me. And it froze me, and it went right through the wall and back out the house. And I was like, and I just felt this residual effect, like, it stayed on me for like a week, and I did not like it. Like, it upset my spirit. I'm like, oh, it just calm back. I'm gonna figure out how to fight you. Like, it upset me so bad. I was so mad because it disturbed my peace.
Yes. Yes,
Like,
it'll literally piss you off.
yeah.
Even whenever Austin and I and Mr. Fresh, we went to the Pioneer Saloon.
Which, if you haven't seen, you should watch on all three channels, actually.
The Ghost Hunt. And I just kept saying, like, they're on me and I couldn't breathe. But that's because
But I felt that too, though. Like, you could feel it.
Yeah,
Like, it was just
so
like
thick in that room.
Yeah.
Like, it was hard to breathe.
And then there's been times
damn
where
near choked out one of our guests.
Yes, choked out me. Shit.
Yeah, you, but like Brian was like gasping.
And it
But I
feels
guess
like
there was gasping. I think he had.
Well, there was a couple of things, but
Yeah.
There was a few elements.
Yeah, so that was one of the times that I felt a ghost on me. And then it's been times, and my poor ancestors, you know, I have some relatively new ancestors that passed this year.
Yeah.
And I do sometimes feel like they're still trying to figure it out, like their ancestors, and people are trying to help them. And I have been sitting at my desk, which is right next to my ancestor altar, and I just feel like something went through me, and it's like I just knocked the wind out of me, and I'm just at my desk, and I have to stand up, and I'll be like, come on now. Come on, y'all know I'm too fat to be running out of breath, not doing nothing.
A little bit.
Yes, and it make you feel lightheaded. And and I'm dropping this TikTok because I recorded it last night. Even my office is about 10 degrees colder than the rest of the house. So
wow.
Yeah.
Does it affect your energy bill?
Kind of.
Oh.
I don't believe in the heat, even though he loves the heat. I hate running the heat. I get hot quick. So
me too.
I don't run it. I'm telling you, put your socks on, put a shirt. We got plenty of fuzzy blankets.
She's a psychopath. She leaves the patio door open.
I still,
so
I sleep with a fan.
She leaves the window open.
But if I'm saying, and I'm the polar bear, right? If I say some shit is cold, it's actually cold because I like to be cold. I sleep with 2 fans still. No, and it's cold here in Nevada. So I can honestly say, like, when I feel that coldness, I literally, sometimes I'll stay in the room. But a lot of the times I will get up and leave. Like, a lot of y'all, the videos y'all see of me are recorded in sessions because it got too cold and I'm talking about something that is spiritual in nature, and I don't want nobody passing through me. I'm going to get my ass up, and
Yeah.
do something else for a little bit
No,
and then
thank
come
you.
back. Yeah.
Right.
So trust me, I
Yeah. And like
understand.
I think I'm a mixture of the Claire's, like the Claire. I think I'm a mixture because one time, like, we were in Florida for my nephew's birthday. He had turned 6, and me and him were in the pool, and I was playing with my great niece, and he started drowning, like he went too far, and all of a sudden I had this. Like something's wrong, and it was like something said Carter, and I turned around and my baby was drowning, and I was like, I didn't panic, I just grabbed him out, and like I saved his life. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's happened
It's
to
so
people I know.
crazy.
I knew someone. She's passed. God bless her. So she was my grandmother's friend, and she had fell asleep in her. She had a pool in her backyard. She fell asleep while watching her grandbabies at the pool, and she was out there with them.
Oh.
And she said something just shook her and was like, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Somebody's drowning!" And her grandson was drowning, and she saved him. So it just, spirit is just, it's beautiful. Regardless if it's dark, light, in between, all is just a phenomenon that we
go with the
won't.
bed.
Yeah, it's the duality of it all. It's scary.
Right.
And I'm like you, I get angry. So I be mad whenever they play
that
with
had me shaking. And like my discernment makes me rude. Like if something about you or a place is not right, my legs will start just moving and I can't control it. It'll make my body will not physically allow me to stay around it.
Yes, yeah. It's unhinged
and
I don't like it.
Yeah, and I'll get this weird like tugging sensation like deep in my core, and it like I don't like it. So I don't play with it. I don't mid conversation. I just walk off from you, like for real.
Yeah.
I will.
Well, that's
it makes me
discernment,
rude.
and we all have it. And some of us we have that intuition and discernment a little bit more, and that spiritual intuition where it's not just what you feel and what you think, and what you think of people.
Right.
It's I know spirit is around me and I don't like it.
Right.
And it could be a low vibrational spirit or it could just be spirit in general. So
and and it's like people come around you, they'll pretend to have your best interests at heart and they really don't. And I can see that. Like I can feel that about you. So but I'm not going to keep you guys. Miss Noah, I will be getting in contact with you. Good night, because I'm on my journey of trying to, how can I say it? Instead of praying it away, I'm trying to strengthen my gifts right now. So I'm on that journey trying to find out what's true and what's not. And I've prayed to put me, show me things that will get me where I need to be. And I was drawn to you. So.
Well,
I will be getting
if you haven't done so already, join the Patreon so you can be in a community with like-minded people like you.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that have gifts and they don't know how to fine-tune them. They don't know how to use their skills yet. So
there's a lot of people in there that just bouncing ideas off of each other. So
because I don't want to tap into the wrong thing because, one more quick story. I feel like I battled with darkness and it didn't win because I was like, I'm going to live in peace. And, when I said that, because I was trying to sleep and it was like I couldn't sleep. I was tossing and turning because it was like everything and everybody at that point was, doing me wrong. And then we had just lost my mom. So I was tired.
Yeah.
And when I said that, I threw up. And I don't understand how I threw up because I didn't have an appetite. I wasn't eating.
Right.
And, I threw a chunk. And when I, finally got it all out, and when I opened my eyes, I saw strobe lights. And the rays that were surging through me, I didn't like it. I was like, oh, no. I'm not finna play with this. Nah, no thank you. I'm going to live in peace, and I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to love, and I'm going to find people who love me.
Yep.
So,
and that's what this is all about. Trust me. But thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. I love to converse.
But I got some stories for you, girl. For real.
Yes.
So I will be in contact, and I will
email me.
Join the Patreon.
I've been reading on them. Yeah, I've been reading them and
email to
everything.
blackcauldron@gmail.com.
Or you can even do CallsFromBeyond@gmail. Either way, but email one of the emails and just tell me your story because I have been reading them and telling them on TikTok and other platforms.
Yeah, because I had one with a friend and something blew his phone charger up. So yeah, I'll be emailing you that story too.
All
So
right.
I'll be
Thank
looking
you so
forward
much.
to it. Talk to you guys later. Good night.
Have a good one.
Oh wow,
All
this
right.
is crazy.
George, did you handle that homeless person outside?
Yeah, I just closed the window, but I mean during that phone call, I was like, "Hey, listen, man, you got to really watch
TikTok
the way
is
that
gonna
you
be
speak
like,
to ladies."
I'm sick of your shit.
Of the
Okay,
night.
you're next.
We're actually getting banned tomorrow.
No, but I appreciate everybody calling in,
Yes.
all the support. You guys are awesome. You guys are very, very awesome. Every time I think about y'all, I call y'all my besties because I really do feel like y'all are one of my best friends. Like I can talk about things with you guys. You guys can share things with me. There's no such thing as crazy whenever you're dealing with the Black Cauldron or Calls from Beyond, except for this microphone that doesn't want to stay up. That's crazy. You know what?
It's just real. It's real sad right now.
It's just real sad.
It said, y'all ain't got to end right now.
Right.
It's
You know.
this way.
It is just very, very much so a feeling of gratitude that I can't even express. If they delete TikTok tomorrow, which I hope that they don't, I hope that the Supreme Court ruling goes in our favor. I'm forever grateful for those 350,000 people that follow me over there and everybody that follows me over here and follows Calls from Beyond and even Truly Bizarre because
I'm thankful
that
for all
is-
76.4 thousand of you.
Yeah, I mean we try to
And we
get it
do
together.
appreciate our Black Cauldron people. However, you got to come on over to Calls from Beyond, y'all.
Yeah,
You know,
please.
We be having 26
'Cause
people in the Calls from Beyond and
What do you say
190
every
people.
time? You say you're not here for a long time.
Only a good time.
It's just a good time.
The long time is Calls from Beyond.
Yeah. Listen, because I can only do so much. I'm not going to dump my energy into an app that may not be here next month. Now, if it is there after the 19th of January, then we can have a different conversation. But this is where I live. I live on YouTube. Okay? This is home.
So follow all the platforms, not
Yep.
just one of the platforms. You know what I
Yep.
mean? We appreciate you being a part of the Black Cauldron, but we also want you to subscribe to Calls from Beyond as well.
And also, there are a few other platforms that I will be moving over to that are strictly live streaming platforms. So,
Oh, Crunchy Ice.
I don't know.
Tubi,
No.
baby. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what?
Tubi. I mean, we
no,
do
they
got
were
the
talking
cameras.
about Bigo. They were talking.
The cameras are too nice to be going on Tubi.
You know what?
You think so?
Hell yeah,
th-
they
What, we need like an
record that shit
iPhone
on
12?
This one
iPhones.
pointed at me right now is a Netflix approved camera. Why would I be putting it on Tubi?
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh, is that the new one?
That's the new one.
Okay, I told you that it better make me look like Beyonce. So
Well,
I gotta
that's
come
this one.
behind
You
her.
got the one that I used to have, which this
I was
one
going to
is.
say, where's the
I
white
wanted-
one?
I thought that was a cell phone.
yeah,
to
we
be
sold that
honest.
one.
That's crazy.
Oh.
That's,
Yeah.
That's
He was quick with it. He was like, "I'm selling them." I was like, "All right,
Yeah.
cool."
That's crazy. That
But
white
this
one
is
left.
we had to come up with the difference for that, so if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, this is the new camera. This is this
Netflix approved, huh?
that one. Yeah, because it's the FX line.
So how
which
much
is-
does it cost me to be able to record a movie?
If you want that one, which that one has actually not specifically this one right here, but that model, the FX30, has been used for a film production on Netflix. That one without the lens is like $1,600,
Sheesh.
and then the lens is another. What
Like
would you say,
8?
George? Like 12 for a good one, for like that one right
Y'all
there.
don't be
Yeah.
understanding how expensive this should be behind the scenes. Like,
No,
Yep.
on
camera lenses cost more than people's cameras.
Hey, you could get a camera that costs more than some people's cars right now.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Not Tubi. Listen. Here we go.
No TikTok. No TikTok
Well,
colors today.
like I said, we're gonna go ahead and
We're gonna
shut
wrap
it
up.
down. We're gonna wrap it up. I don't know. We in the new year. I haven't ran this by Austin, but we may be doing a few, at least 2 shows a week. One from home and maybe one from here. So
God,
like
I'm
I
so
said-
fucking ready for 2025.
I know. Oh, I'm
What
on her
if,
neck.
what if at
all
home where it's
motherfucking
better
year.
than here?
Let me let you know how ready for 2025 we are. We have matching planners for 2025.
Because you know, I'm that type of girl. Like I like writing still.
Well,
Whenever,
I journal every night. I mean, I get it.
I write my manifestations. I journal. So I'm
Mr.
not the
Fresh
one
was
that's
mean
like-
to me today. That's what I write. Steelers, goddamn it.
I was like,
Which are 10 and
y'all
3.
to get it. I
You're
said
welcome.
I got a planner, because I got my iPad, so my life is together. I've been having
Is
it,
it?
I just don't use it.
I was gonna say, is it together?
It will be in
It's not.
2025.
It's not.
It's
I'm standing
2025
on-
is our
It's
year.
not. I bought her that iPad for Christmas last year. She's probably opened it 6 times since I bought it.
We listen and we don't judge, okay? I just
It's
like
the same
things
reason why I
old
sold her
school.
MacBook.
You know what I'm gonna get
Yeah.
you for Christmas? I'm gonna get you the nice folding keyboard, but then you got to have it here like I have
I
my
have it.
MacBook.
Don't
have
waste
it. I
your
have
money,
one.
sir.
And I have an Apple
She
Pen.
is bad with
So
electronics.
as a business partner, can I put like a clause in the contract like Bree has to come with the
I
iPad?
will. Okay,
I bought her
okay.
I bought her a MacBook.
Uh-huh.
Whenever I went to go sell it, they said it was charged 3 times.
the charge cycle
I'm
was
dancing.
3.
Like it was charged a total of 27 hours 27 hours, and I had it for almost a year.
Damn.
So this is why we
To
don't
write stuff.
The battery life on that is crazy.
Yeah, somebody got a brand new MacBook Pro.
Yes.
on everything I love.
And I didn't like Mac. I'm a Windows girly. I'm a
See,
desktop
I
girly.
like and George can attest to this. I'm so wishy-washy. I'll go back and forth, but I have the best of both worlds now. Now I have one of each. Granted, 99% of my business is ran off of this computer.
Yeah. And see, my whole business is ran off this phone.
Yes. Well, that's the thing is like a lot of my business
Everything.
is done from my phone too.
I just hate
I don't
Apple
think
because
a
you
lot
have to
of-
pay for every single.
Yeah.
It's like I can't get not one
Take
piece of free
my
software.
money.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
I mean,
yeah,
Premiere
it
Pro
is.
is an Apple.
It's like, oh, I gotta pay $200 for
iMovie's
this.
free?
iMovie is free.
Apple
we
TV.
just choose not to use some of the
to
stuff.
be
True.
fair, Truly Bizarre
Boycott.
started with iMovie.
Yeah.
The
we
old
just
videos.
choose
Go
not
watch
to.
like the first few videos. Those were all iMovie. Done
Yeah.
on my 2012 MacBook Pro.
I
that had,
wonder,
like-
were they like the Keith Lee sitting on his daughter's chair
Yes.
videos?
No, they weren't. He doesn't even know who Keith Lee is.
Yeah, I know who Keith Lee is.
Oh.
I know his brother too. They were both. His brother
that's
was
right.
in the
Yeah,
UFC
yeah.
and he was in
Because she used
PFL.
to do the other thing. So I can honestly say we choose to use other things. If you have a MacBook, you can run your whole life business
Yeah.
on that.
I just can't play games on it.
I just was
You can't do it
like,
for
I'm
free,
old
though.
school.
But you can do that with any computer if you know how. You can run everything
Yes.
off of Windows.
Like between this and my Windows at home, that's
But see,
97
a Windows,
years
I'm
old.
stealing my software.
No,
pirating
not
it?
anymore.
I'm
learned
getting
mine.
Windows 11 for free or whatever the Windows
No,
is for right
I
now.
need to-
Why do
I
you even
don't
get it
know.
for free? You just get the one that has in the bottom corner right here. Just says like unofficial copy of Windows or please register Windows or something
Listen,
like that.
I need a new computer. I should have asked Santa Claus for one, but I asked Santa Claus for something else, which I'm not even gonna put out there because I don't need no negative energy towards
She
it.
asked for a snake.
I asked for a snake. I did.
No, you know what?
For real? Oh,
And
We're
I'm
gonna
going
put
to-
we're gonna put her Santa Claus wish out there.
No, no.
I'm gonna need.
Go ahead, sleep
I'm,
on the couch
I'm gonna
tonight.
need some donations.
Nope. You don't need no damn donations.
I'm not
I'ma make it
condoning any of
happen.
this. I'm not. I go to therapy. Maybe they got to start going. I don't know.
I go to therapy. My therapist, even though she didn't show up to my session, that's between me and Danielle. Okay.
Wait, your therapist didn't show up? I
Yeah,
felt
I
so
just
bad
wished
that
her, though.
I'm so on time and ahead of time that last week I was running a few minutes behind. He texted me. He's like, "You good?" And I was like,
Like
"Yeah."
your live be.
Yeah, and I was like
Not
4
cool.
minutes late.
Not only me and her therapist are sick of her shit. Her therapist didn't even show up.
oh my god, that's
You know
so
what?
funny.
I can honestly say what I want. Like I said,
She
it's
comes
very
out, damn,
sacred
good luck,
to
bro.
me, and it's something really for all of us. It's not just for me. So I don't want to put. I don't.
It's a
wanna put it out
puppy
there.
for the studio.
You know what? I'm gonna send a puppy home. No, I'm gonna send a cat home with you.
A cat?
Yeah,
Another
we got
one.
one on our porch. Come get it.
Oh no, my cat's will tag team
That's
it.
a cat.
I have 2.
Come get this one.
No,
Listen,
Are you? Wait a minute. That ain't your cat to give away. I
this
just
lady,
realized what cat. he
this
was
lady
talking
is
about.
so unhinged.
thank you for watching this episode of Jerry Springer Show. We found out that today George is not the father.
And he had
not.
a window
No,
open.
bro. Who's got final
Also,
question?
I am a psychopath. My cat has a 1-bedroom with a loft
No.
on the back porch.
She bought the cat
It's not
a
even really my
heated
cat.
cat house.
It's an apartment. Don't ever.
A
play with her.
heated cat house. This is a stray cat.
My cats don't even get that.
And I feed her real good. She eats dry
cat-
and wet food mix.
Oh, my cats have I have the automatic feeder and they still bug me.
No, let me tell you, the worst part about it is my dogs that we've had for 5 years don't get a wet dry food mix. They only get dry food.
Hey, don't you judge me, okay?
She bought this hoe.
It's important for cats.
this 304.
She bought this lady a wet dry food mixture My dogs don't even get spoiled
Okay,
like that.
George, take us out. Jeez.
Okay, no.
Let her have her piece. Let her have her piece, but take
I'm
us
gonna have
out.
my piece. Okay. Now my dogs. The last time I gave them wet food, they both had diarrhea afterwards.
Oh, they both got Bali belly.
They had Bali belly, and so this last time when I bought them food, I got them another brand of wet food, and now they eat just as good as the cat.
Yep. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Don't
We'll see you
judge me.
next week. As you can see, Noah's a psychopath.
Yes, go watch the Taco Bell mukbang. It's up right now
Yes,
on Calls From
please.
Beyond. Go watch that. I saw somebody in the chat say they got Taco Bell. Go get Taco Bell right now after this.
Yeah.
Then go watch the
Kinda
Taco Bell
good.
mukbang.
Unless you're
Enjoy
like us, we're going to get cheesesteaks.
Ooh, pops.
this. Dang. We're going to record content too, but then they're going to go eat without me.
DJ George.
DJ George.
It's a fucking mixtape, bitch.